Today we're talking about contractions using the word not. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to write contractions for verbs combined with the word not. Contractions are appropriate when you're using informal speech, like you're speaking to family and friends. However, in formal speech, if you are perhaps introduced to a stranger for the first time, or you're speaking to people in authority positions like the principal or your boss, then contractions are not appropriate. Take a look at the sentence below and see if you can pick out which words were shortened into contractions. There weren't enough tickets for all of us, so we didn't go. There are two contractions in this sentence: weren't and didn't. Contraction is a word that's formed by joining two words together. In the case of weren't, we combined were, not. In the case of didn't, we combined did and not. So instead of saying there were not enough tickets for all of us, so we did not go, we used contractions and made the sentence say there weren't enough tickets for all of us, so we didn't go. Again, a contraction is a word formed by joining two words, making one shorter word. Were not became weren't, and did not became didn't. An apostrophe is a punctuation mark that takes the place of the letter or letters dropped to shorten the word. So in the word weren't, we dropped the O of not and replaced it with an apostrophe. In didn't, we also dropped the O and again replaced it with an apostrophe. Now it's time for you to try some of these on your own. See if you can complete the questions on the right. There's one more thing that you need to know about contractions. We've talked about verb phrases, and we've talked about the fact that not is not a verb. So when you're picking the verb phrases out of a sentence, you do not include the word not. And when you have a contraction, you do not include the N''T as part of the verb phrase. So, I do not have my homework finished. Your verb phrase in this sentence would be do, have. Not is not included because not is not a verb. If you use a contraction and say, I don't have my homework finished, again, you're not going to include the N''T, so you're still left with do, have as your verb phrase. Now try some questions about verb phrases and contractions.